one man will leave the ring alive, and he will be the king of the kickboxers.
Come around my sister again, and I'll kill you.
In his explosive motion picture debut, Jeff Speakman is the perfect weapon.
In this ring, you've got to be more than tough. American Kickboxer 1.
Dolph Lundgren. Brandon Lee. Showdown in Little Tokyo.
And Don, the Dragon Wilson. Black belt.
I don't charge to take out the garbage.
Comes the hottest stars of martial arts. Jeff Wincott of Martial Law 2, undercover in the series Night Heat. Karen Shepard, two-time women's black belt kata champion. Matthias Hughes of Star Trek 6, Kickboxer 2, Talons of the Eagle, and black belt. And Brigitte Nielsen of Beverly Hills Cop 2, Rocky 4, and Cobra. Mission of Justice.
I think I've had enough police protection.
Rapid fire.
With the face.
It's the ultimate hand-to-hand combat.
To the death.
Finish him! Shoot fighter. Fight to the death.
Heroes don't come easy. Street Night. Back in action. Fist of the North Star.
Kenshiro!
Dr. Ryu.
Good evening, gentlemen, and welcome, Tony, from Movies Never Say Die. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. Excited to talk about this subject as the
Wow.
80s kid and a 90s teen. I mean, martial arts movies were a staple.
That they were. So, yes, it said dress for the early 90s, so I did. I haven't got enough denim, but we'll do our best for this lot. But you're representing the old Cobra, the film that needed a trilogy.
Yeah, keeping it 80s for sure.
But yes, I needed an expert on 90s culture, so who better to have on than Tony here?
I do all right. I mean, I thought I knew a lot of martial arts movies, and so we compiled this list, and there was
Exactly.
even some people I didn't know about. And it's like, as I got later into my teens in the 90s, they were just cranking out even more movies. So it's crazy how many there were.
It is. It's I was gonna say I've never even heard of this, and then we got ones with different names. We got some like 2 or 3 a year, some only did a couple in the whole time, but it's a lot of crossovers, as we'll find out. So that gets to my first quiz for the chat. I know you probably know this, so you can put your hand up if you do, but don't answer it. Which 90s martial arts film featured Richard Norton, Billy Blanks, and Jeff Speakman? See if anyone in the chat knows that one. It will come up in the list, so we'll get there. So, yes, this is the decade of straight-to-video martial arts action films, where the martial arts stars were Tenor Penny. Not so much now.
Yeah, almost non-obsolete now.
Yeah, we still got Jackie Chan, I guess, but
yeah, they're all the action stars are 50 and up.
Yes. So let's see. Yes, a time when women were strippers, hookers, or partners, and usually expendable in these films. When convenience stores lost more money from being saved from a robbery than actually being robbed. All business was conducted in a strip joint, no matter if it was legit or not. Denim was the only acceptable things to wear, and shirts were optional. When good cops were either renegade or rogue, depending on the situation. And then all action had no legal consequences. You could just walk away and nothing be done.
Yeah, fortunately, because the cops never showed up until everything was just wrapped up. And it
Yes.
almost seemed like you weren't a proper 90s villain if you didn't own a bar/strip club to conduct all your business in.
Yeah, it's like the cops just go straight there. That's
Yeah,
where the crimes are
right.
happening.
It's got to be the hot spot.
A club that's doing very well. Yeah, I think I'm trying to. Yeah, Bad Boys. There's another one, but that's later on. But yeah, oh no, Bad Boys 2. I think that was the club. But yes, everyone's in the chat will say, "Oh, Mike never liked martial arts films, really." These vary from martial artists in standard action films shooting to martial arts doing fights in a tournament or something. So, but yeah, Mike Myers threw a judo chop in the first Austin Powers movie. It might be in here. And yes, it was AWOL. But yes, AWOL does have Billy Blanks and Jeff Speakman and Richard Norton in. So, and someone called Van Damme, who we won't be doing the big lads, Seagal, Van Damme, Schwarzenegger, Cobra, as I say, looking at your t-shirt, Stallone or anyone. It's the unsung heroes of the 90s. But there we go. So we'll start with a friend of mine. It's Keith Cook, who I interviewed this month. So this is just going to be a rotating collage of his films while we talk about them in reverse order. So yes, Mortal Kombat Annihilation in 97. He does throw some moves in that. But it's very poorly received, that one. Now, I don't think I've ever seen Beverly Hills Ninja. Have you?
Bits and pieces of it,
Yeah.
not completely.
Yeah, I don't think it counts as one of these.
Mortal Kombat from the 90s is a classic.
But Mortal Kombat, yeah.
Yeah.
Josh is a big fan of that one. But yeah, he had two different roles, didn't he? In each of those, but I can never remember which way around they are. But Heat Seeker, I don't know if you've seen Heat Seeker.
I haven't seen Heat Seeker, no.
So I had to watch it. It was one of those. I think it's still only on DVD back in the day. So yeah, it's got Gary Daniels,
China O'Brien 1 and 2, though classics.
Yes. But I think
his mysterious character in those movies.
yes. And then Born to Ride in 91. That one didn't ring a bell. He's in.
I feel like that's one I've seen bits and pieces too. John Stamos was just huge over here, so it got some airplay.
Yes, he wasn't so much over here. But yeah, so a U.S. Army recruits a delinquent biker to train their new motorcycle squad for an important mission. Sold.
Yep.
Let's not look, see if anyone else. Yeah, Keith Cook is. Tom Matthews is in it. He also did some 90s action films, but I don't think he could throw any moves.
Yeah, if he could have, he probably would have had a few more. I mean, basically, during this era, anybody that had some moves was given at least a couple chances to do something.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've got Lorenzo Lamas on this list, and technically not known for his martial arts, but he is trained in martial arts and he can throw some moves. So I included him as he was a lot in these films back in the day. But apart from that, I don't think there's anything about Born to Ride. And then King of the Kickboxers, which I somehow only saw last year for the first time. But as everyone says, it's excellent.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah.
Don't remember much about the plot, but I remember it had a lot of good action in it.
Yeah. Where is it? So,
like a blood sport kind of knockoff.
Yeah, it's definitely. That's what I thought. Because I don't. Where is it? It's the way they dress. Like it was the first clip in that intro, and then they're dressed really natively and old school, cultural,
with the bamboo Thunderdome surrounding them.
But yeah, they are going for it in that one, and then we'll be coming back to that.
Yeah.
Then China O'Brien 2, of course, and China O'Brien 1 pretty much came out the same time. Directed by Enter the Dragons, was it Robert Prowse? No, not Robert Krause.
I think so, yeah.
Who did a few other
Love
things.
Cynthia Rothrock, though.
Yeah, she is lovely. Jeff's going to be meeting her in person in a few weeks, and Bolo Young, I think.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, so China O'Brien will be appearing again in the 1 and 2, because 4 times. But there's a few people in this. So yeah, that's Keith Cook. Now let's have a look. Who's next on the list? Because this next one, I didn't know he had done as many films as this in the first place, and he is still going. I think he was in one of the Expendables. I think he was in the first one. And
yeah, I think he was.
Oh, that's a picture of me. Sorry.
I mean, come on, the guy's still good. Years later.
So this is Gary Daniels.
I was shocked how many movies he cranked out.
Yes, I was going to say I haven't seen that many of them. If barely any, actually. Heat Seeker only.
Now, once I noticed, like most of the ones I saw were the ones he did with Don Wilson.
Right. Yes. The
like Ring of Fire, Blood Fist.
So there's Delta Force 1, The Lost Patrols, 1999, but I know nothing about it. Let's have a look, see if there is anything particularly interesting about that one. It's only got a 2.8 on IMDb. So there we go. I thought so. It's directed by Joseph Zito. So the man that did, was it Missing in Action? Friday the 13th, yes. The Final Chapter, and The Prowler, and Invasion USA. So he's only directed 10 films himself. Red Scorpion, of course.
Sugar Ray Leonard co-starred with him in Riot.
Ah. So
love some of the taglines of these too.
Yes. Get you to buy them, won't they? Some of these were really hard to find pictures for.
Yeah, I have seen White Tiger. White Tiger is a fun one. Ridiculous but fun at the same time. Completely borrowed from everything.
So yeah, Delta Force 1 has John Rhys Davis and Mike Norris in it. But apart from that, nothing in there. Yeah, Cold Harvest. Where's that gone? So a lot of these.
Funny how some of these posters look like Photoshop level 1 Photoshop projects from the first semester.
Yes, we'll get to Pocket Ninjas in a minute. Yes, Cold Harvest. What is it? A bounty hunter protects his dead brother's wife in a lawless world after a comet has devastated much of Earth. The good old apocalyptic ones. Barbara Crampton's in it. And that might be all she wrote. I haven't included the credits where they've credited stunt people because it'd be all night with them. But that was Cold Harvest.
Definitely remember Mission Adjusted.
I remember that post. I'd probably seen it, but I don't remember much about it. I haven't seen it for a bit. What was it? No Tomorrow. So yes, not much good reviews, but these are probably entertaining compared to modern action films. So, of course, Gary Busey. Yeah, Gary Busey and Pam Grier in No Tomorrow. It's directed by Master
P. Sounds like a
P.
fun cast.
Yeah,
that sounds like a fun cast.
If you got the Busey in it, it's got to be interesting. Oh, Master P is also in it as well. Jeff Fahey, Frank Sargarino in it. He'll turn up again later. George Chung from Rambo 2. Yeah. I don't know who this Master P is. A subpart effort by PM Entertainment. Oh dear. Okay, moving on. He did some TV. I didn't include any TV films.
Right. Yeah, a lot of these guys did all these movies, and they did a lot of TV.
Yeah. So, spoiler is the name of the film. Not nothing to do with the spoiler. When an innocent man is set to the toughest penal colony in the universe, he vows to escape, return to Earth, and be reunited with his daughter he was forced to leave behind. So it's got Meg Foster in it, Jeffrey Combs. Let's see. It's about all that's interesting. Oh, Alex Hyde White's in it. But yep, no prison can hold him. No system can control him. that could have been on any of these.
Like some of these taglines and these plots are going to be also interchangeable as we proceed through this list.
Recoil. A mafia godfather exacts revenge on the policeman responsible for his son's death during a bank robbery. The officer then unleashes his fury in retaliation for the death of his family. And round it goes, I'm guessing.
It's like the inception of revenge. It's revenge inside of a revenge.
Yes. Written by and directed by Art Camacho. It's got Gary Daniels, of course. Kelly McCarthy looks interesting. But that is about it. Nothing. And we got Blood Moon I want to watch. I don't know if you've seen Blood Moon.
I haven't seen that one.
It looks like a martial arts action film finds a retired detective returning to action to stop a martial arts master with steel fingers who is killing champions from all sports.
Steel fingers, I'm in.
Yeah, exactly. This
it sounds all normal, and it's steel fingers. You're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Of course, he probably knows martial arts as well.
But yeah, he's because it's just called Blood Moon. It's got a full moon behind him, as you'll see in the picture that as it comes around again, and he's got a ripped shirt. So I was thinking he's a werewolf, but no. And it's showing the guy in the trailer screwing his fingers on. Sold. But who else is in it? Frank Gershwin, the Riddler from 60s Batman.
Oh yeah.
Keith Vitale, so it'll come around again when we get to him. That is about it. Nothing. Finally, a decent martial arts movie is one of the reviews. But yeah, let's have a look. Next, Pocket Ninjas is after. It's got a 1.4 where he played the White Dragon. So Pocket Ninjas, I'm guessing.
It's got to be one of the lowest on IMDb.
It is. It's even Snow White levels. That is. The evil Cobra Khan rises from the underworld and begins polluting the environment. The White Dragon tries to stop him, but is injured, so must pass the job on to his 3 teenage students.
It's like karate.
Yeah. So it's got Robert Lazar. I think he's the bad guy. Let's have a look. Yep, he's Cobra Khan. Gary Daniels is the White Dragon. Everyone else doesn't have a a photo on IMDb. Directed by Dave Eddy, but nothing about it is worth watching apart from for Josh, who's going to watch that. Yeah, so what's that? Riot. See, I haven't heard of any of these until I saw this list. So.
No, I was going through the list, and it was like half of these I didn't even know did anything after 95, and after 95, he was cranking out a couple a year. It seemed.
An heiress is kidnapped during the chaos of a riot. Makes sense. It's called Riot then. Sugar Ray Leonard's in it. Charles Napier, Patrick Kilpatrick. I'm guessing he's a bad guy. But that is straightforward ass whooping from Gary Daniels. Is about it. R-rated for non-stop violence and strong language. So there you go. Oh my gosh, why has this seen it? That's a good chasing. But yes, okay, moving on. Hawk's Vengeance. Oh, video's finished. Rewind. Right. Where's it got? Hawk's Vengeance. It's got he's a British Marine. I think, is Gary Daniels English? I can't remember where he's from. Yes, he is
British.
English.
I think I haven't known he was a British kickboxing champ.
Yes. He was in Tekken and The Expendables 1. His recommended. But Hawk's Vengeance. No one. No, can't see anything about that. Nope, nothing there. So White Tiger is a Chinese drug lord murders his partner. A tough DEA agent teams up with a mysterious beauty and makes an uneasy alliance to extract revenge. But
that actually is a pretty fun movie. I thought it had good action scenes. It's been a while. I remember the action.
Got George Chung again. Kari Hiroyuki Tagawa. I can never get his name. I apologize to him. I always butcher his name, but apart from that, I think that's all we wrote. I think there's Hawk's Vengeance.
Great poster.
Yeah, some of these they made an effort. Like, see, that one's pretty good. Shows what you get pretty much. What was it? Rage. A radical militia group chooses a California teacher as a prime specimen to clone for its army.
Now, this one here.
Oh,
that poster. My God. Nothing about that poster says "Watch me."
It doesn't, does it? You have one job is to make people watch this. I did try to choose the best posters I could find for these. But what's this? Rage. I don't see. No one I can see in the list. Okay. Let's close some of these tabs. Right. So that was White Tiger. Heat Seeker. There you go. That one's pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
A kickboxing champion is forced to fight cyborgs in a tournament when the company kidnaps his fiancée. Written and directed by Albert Pune, as Keith Cook in it. So
Pune does make fun movies, though.
Yeah, it's got Tom Matthews as well, Tim Thomason as well. So you get your money's worth. Of course, it is. These films don't even. Yeah, filmed in 11 days. Doesn't even. Yeah, never tells you the budgets because probably no one even knew.
I just lost audio.
Oh, can you hear me now? Oh,
hello.
There we go. There you go. I can hear you. No, me. Can anyone hear me?
Can't hear anything.
Let's see if anyone can hear me.
Still?
I can hear you. I can see you. Let me just check if anyone can.
Sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened. I didn't touch
hear me. Oh, they can hear me.
Let's see.
Jeff can hear both of us. There you go. Excellent. Right, I'll move right on to the next. There we go. How's that?
Yeah. Weird.
StreamYard can glitch out. Cool. Breaking up then. Right. So, Fist of the North Star from 1995. Based on the graphic novel, the apocalyptic adventure centers on a man who must reverse the cataclysmic conditions of the world. With Malcolm McDowell chewing the scenery.
See, that's the problem. It's like some of these plots, it's like, that sounds like it's trying to do a little too much for a straight-to-video martial arts action movie.
Yeah.
The ones where the synopsis, you can kind of say it in one short sentence. It's like, been there, done that, but that's kind of what you want.
Does have Clint Howard's as Stalin, and Melvin Van Peebles, Chris Penn, Tracy Walter, and that's about it. Directed by Tony Randall. Why does that sound familiar? He directed Hellraiser 2 and worked on. Oh, he's the editor of Hellraiser 2. Sorry, worked on Escape from New York with the visual effects. He did Cobra Gator in 2015. Oh yeah, looks like he's an effects man. So that was that. Deadly Target from 94. Because yeah, he's doing at least 2 films a year. But I guess if you shoot for 11 days, 2 films, this is good as a month's work, and you've got the rest of the year off.
Yeah. They made all those movies and still had 8 months off.
Yeah, because I'm guessing they were paid a princely sum. But okay, yeah. So Deadly Target is a dangerous drug lord, a renegade cop, and the ultimate showdown. But apart from, Philip Tan's in it. That's about it. See. Trivia. Even though it received negative reviews, it is in fact awesome. I don't know if that's trivia or just someone sneaking in reviews. But yeah, there's not much about that film at all. So Hard Case. I don't know if it would open it. Malibu Films. It's a 6-minute music video style about film, about Gary Daniels' Hard Case. No, I didn't say it was a short earlier, so we'll ignore that one. Firepower. See, they're awesome titles. Just put 2 words together that sound cool.
Sometimes slap it together and put it out. Someone will watch it.
Pretty much. The firepower is in the near future. Street gangs have their own city zones where cops can't go. 2 tough cops are sent in undercover, in one of them to investigate the illegal cure for AIDS.
Fun.
Illegal cure, but they must fight in a death match, and the match is fixed. But it's got Chad McQueen from Martial Law and Karate Kid. I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about all she wrote with that one. So, Full Impact. They must have like a bag of words and just put it in and pick out 2.
Yeah, it's kind of like Seagal's movies, just throw things together.
Yeah, because Everything Worked for him was a 3-word movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, or the is.
It's gonna have kill in it.
The sentence is the title.
It's gonna have kill or death in it. A former cop who's become a professional bounty hunter tracks a serial killer who kills with his bare hands. When the killer learns that he is being tracked, he starts tracking his hunter, leading to the invariable martial arts showdown. Of course, they both know martial arts.
Of course.
Gerald Okamura is in it as the Japanese fighter. So that's about it. Yep. Knights looks interesting. I don't know if the poster will be up in a minute with Kathy Long's in it. It's an Albert Pune, so it's in the future, a kickboxer and a robot lead a revolution against ruling cyborgs. Sold.
Is it a potential unmentioned cyborg sequel, maybe?
Somehow.
We still got the costumes. We got all the practical costumes and all the backdrops. We might as well make another one.
It's got Chris Christopherson, Lance Henriksen.
Love him.
So
always fun.
Yeah. Not a bad Pune film, but it's still an Albert Pune film.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about all about that one. But it's got the cyborgs in it. So, of course, then we get to one most people might have heard of, City Hunter, with Jackie Chan. I know it's going to come up a few times, this one. But based on, is it an anime?
I'm sure that's
manga?
based on. I watched that not too long ago. It's got a lot of humor in it. Good action, though, but a lot of humor.
It's the best Street Fighter film you're going to get.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah, Richard Norton's in it. He'll come up later. Bless him. Gary Daniels is McDonald's main henchman. I think he's got a ponytail in it. And he fights him in his bedroom, or one of them. But, yeah. It's that one. Mission of Justice. But he's just martial artist in prologue for that one. So it's a Asian film. So he's just only got about 6 people in the cast. Mostly skippable. Okay. Moving right along.
Does have Brigitte Nielsen though?
Is it?
And her
I don't know.
prime.
Is that one? It might be a different.
Is that Mission? You're talking about Mission of Justice?
Yeah. Did I see her? No, it might be a different one. I don't know. Maybe I got the wrong link or something. Because I got Mission of Justice coming up in the posters, haven't I? Yeah. Anyway, we're moving right along.
There's a lot of crossover.
Yeah. It must have been the same year and the same name. There are battles fought in the ring. So this is American Street Fighter. This one I remember the posters of. Yeah, there is a different Mission of Justice. I think someone else is in that one. Also later, so we'll see about that. But for now, Jake Tanner faces the battle of his life. To save his brother, he must make the ultimate sacrifice. I wonder if that's fighting. Directed by Stephen Austin. Another one with Gerald Okamura in. And that is about it. Not a bad film. Or it's forgettable. That's the 2 reviews I've got. So, where do we get to? American Street Fighter 1, as it was called. Because I don't think we got a sequel. Then we get to Blood Fist 4, Die Trying. Yeah, it's a long introduction, but yes, it's a Don Wilson film, part of the 10, I think someone said earlier, that he's done called Blood Fist. I've only seen the first one, I think. But I don't know if they're actually all connected.
Like funny, like they make a movie sometimes, and then just to get more press, they change the title and make it a unofficial sequel, just to give a few more people to rent it.
Yeah. So Gary Daniels is Scarface in it. He's quite low down in the henchman level. Jean LaBelle is in it as Burley. John LaMotta's in it, but apart from that, I don't think. Apparently, Don the Dragon Wilson and Gary Daniels once had a kickboxing demonstration match. If you needed any information about the film. Then we get Deadly Bet, which will be coming back up again, where Jeff Wincott plays a gambler who puts his own life on his line to buy his way out of the clutches of a mobster. It does have Charlene Tilton in it. Now, does anyone know who she is? Yeah, I thought so. She's in Dallas. That's where I knew the name from. Dallas. That's about it. A lot of TV work. But where are we? Deadly Bet. Who else is in there? That's about it. Yet another action film from the folks at PM Entertainment Group. But this. ... I don't. Yes, Charlene who? Final Impact, where he's Nick Clubb's fighter. So this is a Lorenzo Lamas film we can ignore later. A former world kickboxing champion trains a tough young fighter who he hopes will avenge the merciless defeat he suffered at the hands of a sadistic champ 3 years earlier. Another one directed by Joseph Murray. Let's have a look. Who's in this? No one I recognize. No. Don't know that one. In fact, I don't know any of these really. So there's a few I remember the posters for about it.
Yeah.
But then that was final. In between is the Guardians. I think that might be stupid web page just zoomed right to the top again. In between, I don't think is it's not a martial arts film. It does have Wings Hauser in it and Robert Forster, but I think it's it's not a martial arts film. Then Capital Punishment sounds like a martial arts film. With Project KICK, which was a drug given to cattle to make them grow quicker. But then people eat it and get side effects. James is a martial artist hired by the DEA to find a dealer, his former master, who's trying to start selling the drugs in the America. Someone wrote this wrong, but David Carradine's in it, so that's always a mark of 90s excellence.
Yes, it is.
The man could do horror or he could do martial arts action.
Great bag.
He was. Another one written and directed by David Huey. But according to Gary Daniels, director David Huey was contractually obliged to limit the amount of dialogue to a total of 15 minutes.
It's like, don't make me.
Yeah. And then we've got one more. The first Ring of Fire, where he's a different character called Bud. LA. Oh no, was it Ring of Fire? What was the other one I was saying? I can't remember. But yeah, there's so many of these things now. LA's Chinatown is disrupted by a cross-town rivalry between two kickboxing clubs as the competitive sport is catapulted from the ring of the gymnasium to the Ring of Fire.
It's like an R-rated Cobra Kai.
It pretty much is probably how it got the check written for that one. So Gary Daniels is in it, and that is about it. So there we go. Bad Kung Fu films starring Don the Dragon Wilson. So I was Blood Fist I was thinking of. I don't know if there's a sequel to. Yeah, there is a Ring of Fire 2 as well, so that'll be coming up later. Oof, right, so that's the Gary Daniels. So yeah, I don't know much about him apart from seeing some of his pictures and more of his more recent stuff.
Definitely kept busy though.
Because he started in the 80s, but he was in an episode of... He was a male stripper, uncredited in Miami Vice episode before this. But and then got just as busy in the 2000s. And he's, still, if you can check him out on... Oh, he was in the Tekken sequel. I didn't even know there was one. Tekken 2, Kazura's Revenge. No, in 2014. And Dancing It's On in 2015. I think that's a film. But he's in The Gardener. I think, is that Van Damme? No, that's not the new Van Damme one. It's a different Gardener film.
No.
Have you seen The Gardener with Van Damme?
I did. Wasn't too impressed with it.
Nor me. It's a French film, isn't it? In
some of that production design was a little iffy, to say the least. Felt like it was trying to be a Wes Anderson movie with some of the like solid backdrop. Like, are we watching a stage play here? Is this action movie? What are we doing?
Yeah, and it was like, it wasn't as bad as the one he did in French before that was for Netflix. I can't remember what that one was called. Where he has
the one on Netflix, The Mercenary.
Yes,
The Last Mercenary, something like that.
Yeah, where you could tell he wasn't doing any work in that one.
Yeah. As soon as they go to the back of the head, it's like the hair's completely different. The shoulders are off. It's like, okay, this takes me back to like the old school days of just throwing the stuntmen in there and not really caring.
Yeah, because it reminds me of Kickboxer 2, where Van Damme's character makes an appearance to the back of his head and then gets a bullet.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Kickboxer 2.
It works.
Right, so that's Gary Daniels. Let's see what Jeff Wincott's been up to for 10 years. So, a lot of men in jeans flexing in this pictures. It's a common trait of the time, I think.
Yeah.
So I'll start with two films he did in 98. Sequels to Universal Soldier. TV movies to set up a TV show.
Yeah, I never saw those.
I saw them recently. Well, I did all of I did Universal Soldier Return, which will come up later, and these two. And then it's supposed to be the Van Damme character in them, but it's a TV movie of the 90s, basically, so you know what you're going for. And I think Paper Bullets was first on the list, but I don't think that is...
I haven't seen either.
It's a gritty cop drama, I think. It's action crime, but I don't... James Russo's in it. That's about it. I've got... Directed by Serge Rodunsky. But apart from that, there's not much about it. It isn't safe on either side of the law, apparently, though, so be careful. Let's be careful out there. Right, that's Paper Bullets. Bloody adverts on the IMDb. Yes. Whiskey, Riddles, and Dandelion Wine. Yeah, it's like sold some of them, and then I'm not watching them.
Amazing.
Right, so where are we? Jeff. There's a lot of these, they do TV work and stuff like that. He's doing less martial arts, so he worked it out well. So Paper Bullets, Universal Soldier 1 and 2, Future Fear, which sounds good, but it's only got 2.7.
Oof.
An able-bodied scientist, it's a great start, has found the cure for the plague from outer space, which has eradicated most of the life on planet Earth. A mad general who wants to repopulate the planet with a new race sends a special female assassin to take him out. So, yes. Does sound fun. It's got Stacey Keach.
Yes, it does.
Rob Tinkler is in it. I don't know who that is. But apart from that, there's looking through a glass, through the looking glass and onto the seas of cheese. Oh, it's a Roger Corman film. So there we go. A lot of extra films put in. Okay, let's move along. The Undertaker's Wedding. Is that one of your favorites? It's
Doesn't ring a bell.
It's a comedy. It's got Adrian. Oh, it is Adrian Brody. Carrie Ruhr, Burt Young, but I don't think it's a. What's it? Yeah, dark comedy, crime comedy. Ignore that. Yeah, there we go. Whiskey riddles and dandelion wine. What was a tree you wanted to find anything about? Where Jeff Wincott is a Vietnam veteran with an attitude and a Harley. So there you go. I don't think it's a drama, so we can skip that. I don't think there's anyone in that one. Nope. Profile for Murder in 1996. A female police psychiatrist develops sexual fantasies involving a patient accused of murder. It's got Joan Severance in it, so and Lance Henriksen. So I think Lance Henriksen is the main guy, and
it kind of looks.
Oh, Jeff Wincott's. Who is Fauna Monday? She do not Google Fauna Monday, but with the misses around. But yeah, that's about it. That's not it. When the bullet hits the bone, could that be an action film? It is.
That poster looks.
Does sound familiar, but I don't.
The donor looks kind of fun. That looks like a cheap little horror movie.
It does look like fun, doesn't it? Some of these, like Last Man Standing, not the brutal this one. Michelle Johnson, but directed by Damien Lee. Why does that sound familiar? Written and directed by Damien Lee, who is famous for nothing I've ever heard of. So must be a different person. Okay, that was when the hit bullet won. Fatal Combat, on the other hand, where he's Professor John Stoneman. Where he's a martial arts artist, is kidnapped by a psychotic billionaire who runs a bizarre fighting ring where combatants must either win or die. John Stoneman refuses to kill any man until his wife's life's put on the line. Another Damien Lee film. It's got Sven Old Thorsten in it as Darkonia, and I think that's about it by the look of it. Yeah, it's about formulatic, whatever it is, as action film with an all too familiar fight to the death theme. It has been used once or twice in the 90s.
Just a couple times.
And there we're at the donor, so strap in. It's a action thriller. A man on a mountain vacation with two friends goes home with a woman he's never met. Huh? Okay. He wakes up to find that one of his kidneys has been surgically removed. He spends the rest of the film trying to find out who did it. Another Damien Lee film. Another one with Jeff Wincott and Michelle Johnson in. And that is, that's about as classic urban legend. Yeah. No, nothing about that. It's not really a donor, is he, as such? But yeah. It's a donor if it's forced out.
Yeah, that donor plot sounds like that Van Damme movie. Was it Pound of Flesh?
Yes, that's it. I'm trying to think of what it was called.
Yeah, he woke up.
Yes.
And something. Missing a little bit more than his car keys and his phone, and then he goes looking for where it went.
Yeah. Have you seen Black Creek? The new Cynthia Rothrock one? Okay. So yeah, it's got a lot of these people in that we're talking tonight. And yeah, she wants Michael Wincott for the villain in Black Creek 2. So yeah, she worked with him in Martial Law. Thank you, Jeff. So Last Man Standing from 95. Isn't that around the same time as Bruce Willis's?
Very close. I think I have seen this one though. I think he goes like he's up against like corrupt cops or something.
Yeah. So Los Angeles police officer uncovers a ring of corrupt cops while investigating his partner's death. Now he and his wife are hunted on both sides of the law. Jonathan Banks is in it. And that might be directed by Joseph Mary again. Mehi? I don't know. I've never heard it. Right. Street Law from 95. Jesus, we're only 95 of his lot. Another Damien Lee one. A martial arts lawyer. Is framed for a crime, dismissed, and left penniless. To survive, he enters the underground fighting circuit. Action drama we got now. But
it's like Kickboxer mixed with Law and Order.
Yeah, it's probably had someone said, "Yeah, I got an idea." Wrote it on a napkin and got $1 million. But that sounds interesting. He's a martial arts lawyer. They always put a martial arts doctor, a martial arts something. They got to have brains and brawn. Open Fire, on the other hand, from I missed Killing Machine. It's a long introduction, but it's a science fiction one from David Mitchell. Written by Damien Lee. This time it's got Michael Ironside in it this time. But it's a action crime drama thriller. Harlan Garrett loses his memory and finds himself in a facility claimed to belong to the state security services. The manager of the place tells Garrett he is used to be a killer for the mob, but Garrett refuses to believe. He's then forced to kill people that are a risk to the security. And then ... I'm not going to read the rest. It's got 4 out of 5 for someone, but I don't know, it's 2 good reviews. That's not unusual.
It's the producer and the director right there.
Also known as the Killing Man.
Or the writer.
Yeah. Open Fire. A group of mercenaries hold an entire city in a grip of terror. A force of one unleashes an all-out assault to stop them. But yeah. Patrick Kilpatrick's in it.
He's always
He is always good. The Sandman, isn't he? But apart from that, there is
a Universal Soldier 3 poster. Burt Reynolds.
Yes, he's just one of those sitting behind a desk parts. Here we go. So coming up next is Mission of Justice is coming up in a minute. What did you get to? That was Martial Outlaw. Of course, he did that. Kevin White and his brother Jack have got a lot in common. Both fighters, both cops, are both on the same case. But when it comes to busting a major Russian drugs ring, they're playing on different sides.
It's like Tango and Cash in reverse.
Yes. Let's have a look. I don't think it's a lot of Russian actors. Richard Jekyll's in it as Mr. White. No relation. Al Leong is Asian thug Robert in it. So it's got to be
Al Leong's awesome.
Yeah, brothers, cops. One enforces the law, the other breaks it. Sort of reminds me of that. What's it? The Barbarian Twins movie. Where one's
Double Trouble.
That's it. I didn't mind. I've never seen. I'd seen their Barbarian film before, but I'd never seen one of their non-ones. I quite enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I just watched that not too long ago when I was doing some work. It's on Tubi right now. And it's just like some of the fashion choices in those movies. It's like it's like they had one sweatshirt and they cut it in half, so it's enough for both of them to wear. It's like these mid-drift sweatshirts. It's yes, different style in that era for sure.
It was, yeah. Whatever they're wearing, they should get a refund. Probably their own stuff for the film. Counter-Strike is a TV show. So this Mission of Justice from '92 is the one with Jeff Wincott and Brigitte Nielsen. Law and Order male candidate Brigitte Nielsen is a ruthless and racist leader of a secret neo-fascist group out to take control of the city by whatever means necessary.
Awesome.
I might have seen this. Matthias Hughes is in it, so it'll come up again. I think that's about it. Yeah. Who's it? Steve Barnett. Yeah, it's not the usual crowd. Martial Law the Third people are reviewing it. So can't be all bad. Out of uniform, out of control. Oh, he's a bitter ex-cop. Sorry, I should have left that in. At the time of filming, Jeff Wincott had never studied the style of stick fighting his character utilizes. His training consisted of a single 45-minute session with Eskrima Master Burton Richardson. But yeah. Secret Service TV show Deadly Bet is where he plays a gambler. Doesn't say a martial arts gambler, just a gambler in this one.
No,
puts his life on the line.
Martial arts gambler. Surprised.
Yeah, he's got to buy his way out of the clutches of a mobster. Another one with Charlie Tilton.
Be a surprise.
Yes. It's got Ray Boom Boom Mancini in it. I don't know if that rings any bells with anyone. But apart from that, it's another Joseph Mary Whitten one. PM Entertainment Group. Oh, there you go. So came out in the Philippines on August 26, 1992. But yeah,
wide release. A wide release in the Philippines.
It must have. I don't think it wasn't even made there. So Martial Law 2 Undercover. Yes, they ditched Chad McQueen for this one. This a martial arts expert cop. So is he a cop that's an expert in martial arts just by theory or by practice? I wonder.
Looks good on the resume, though.
It does, doesn't it? Oh, it's a 90s police station. You got martial arts training. You're hired with with another to take down the criminal organization after one of his fellow detectives suspiciously dies in a car accident. So it's got Cynthia Rothrock, who will appear later. Billy Drago's in it. Token bad guy he is. And that's about it. Nothing else is popping out. The Ponytail movie, as it's been called here. But that is true, yes. Ditched Chad and gave Cynthia less to do, which is unfortunate. She turns up at the beginning and end mostly, doesn't she? But yeah, so far I think that's the only one I know, really. I think that is it for him. Yeah. So Martial Outlaw, I may have seen the video for on the poster, but and then of course I have seen the Universal Soldier films where he is playing Van Damme's part as Eric Devereaux.
I'm interested in those.
I can't say I'd recommend them because it does.
Well, I'm doing something else. It's like you put it on in the background.
Oh yeah.
See if it
the only bit worth watching
attention.
is the recreation of the ending of the first film, where
awesome. I gotta see that.
That's the only thing I'd say about the two. What was it? 3 hours of films is the opening titles of the first one. But right, let's get rid of him. Ooh, skip to that. Who is next? It is Richard Norton. Sadly passed away this year, but cracking Aussie bloke. But he did a lot of stuff. There he is. So, and he does have a connection with a lot of people on this list, starting with Dudikoff, who will be telling it later. I've got right, Richard Norton. He's done a lot of stunt work and fight choreography in films, but we'll just do his acting roles today. Right, so where do we get to? Black Thunder. Not Blue Thunder, Black Thunder, this one. And Jim Carter is Richard Norton's best film. Ramon is correct there. Plus, it's got the best name ever. But yes, Black Thunder. Dudikoff. A top secret stealth fighter is stolen. This sounds familiar. Only a Navy test pilot, Vince Connors, can recover the plane and bring it back in one piece. Battling terrorists and flying with deadly nerve gas, he has to invade his mentor, now the enemy's top pilot. But yeah, no one I've seen. There's a lot. Most of Dudikoff's I haven't seen actually. So who else is in this? Catherine Bell. That's about it. Don't recognize anything else. But it's sort of mixing up what's it? Executive Decision, Firefox, and Broken Arrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to be crossing over with Dudikoff a few times in this list. He's in a movie, Tex Murphy Overseer, but he's in Mr. Nice Guy as the bad guy, which is directed by Sammo Hung. But yeah, that's a Jackie Chan movie.
Well, Sammo Hung directed that. That's cool.
It was filmed in Australia, wasn't it? I think a few of his 90 ones were, weren't they? But apart from that, it's a pretty good Jackie Chan film. Fight first, apologize later.
Always.
But apart from that, yeah, I think that's about it for that one. Strategic Command, I think I've seen, which is, yeah, he's Richard Norton's the bad guy, and it's it's another one where he steals the stealth fighter, which is so. Yeah, Rick Harding is a former Marines officer now working at the FBI as a chemical weapons designer. While packing up for the night, a group of armed soldiers led by a wanted criminal, Carlos Gruber, break into the FBI research lab.
Awesome. Any relation to Hans Gruber by chance?
Yes, I'm sure it is.
Same universe.
I can't remember if this is the one. Yeah, Bryan Cranston's in this one. I think he's a politician or something on the flight that gets hijacked. But yeah, so Richard Norton is Carlos Gruber. Yes, it rings a bell. But you'd know if you saw it. So then we get For Life and Death, which I think is multi-titled. It says it's an action film, but I guess it is. A man named Kian-Woo, James Liu, is escaping his dark past, having been involved in a cult of brown shroud-wearing druid-like monk warriors that have mystical powers. He apparently wanted out because their evil queen, Ling Li, has sent her servant, Richard Norton, Sir Xavier, to do her bidding. But yeah, it sounds probably a lot better than it is. Rick Avery is in it, stuntman, as an acting role. Gerald Okamura is in it. But apart from that, there's not much about it. But it was on a riff track episode, so that gives you the level.
I'll tell you something.
There's a TV movie, Fugitive X, Innocent Target. Oh, that's a David Heavener film. He's a lovely bloke. I've interviewed him. But yeah, it's David Heavener and Richard Norton. Robert Lazar's in it. That's about it. Any resemblance to Steven Seagal is purely accidental. He does look like he's got a ponytail in it, David Heavener. As was the style back then. But yeah, can't say I've seen that one. Under the Gun, that's one he produced, I believe. Yeah, that's one, a nightclub owner. It does have a few fights because he's a nightclub owner. He's being threatened and he has to fight back at the end. But it's an Aussie film that I think he produced himself. But yeah, it's a different Richard Norton film, as it says. Tough and Deadly. This one's going to come up a few times. It's got Billy Piper and Billy Blanks in it. Now, they did two films together and at the same time. One's called Tough and Deadly. I think, what was the other one? Back in Action?
Oh, I forgot the second one. This one's definitely my favorite.
I can't remember if I've seen this one or the other one or both. But
yeah, this one's fun. It's dumb, but it's fun.
It is, yeah. I guess it certainly looks like that from the poster. Elmo Freach is a private investigator who is contracted by the CIA agent John Portland, who suffers from amnesia, to reveal a dubious case of drug smuggling involving big fish from Washington, D.C. and the CIA.
Yeah. Like an episode of like primetime, nighttime television mixed with a B action movie.
Yes. So yeah, Roddy Piper, Billy Blanks, Richard Norton, and that might be all that's in that, but that's all you need to know, really. Roddy Piper stated that at the time he made this, he was no longer having fun acting. He said the best time.
I remember he had like a horrible beard in this movie, I think. I think he had a beard in that movie that was all patchy and not all the way grown in.
His best times were Hell Comes to Frogtown and They Live. Wonder why he loves Hell Comes to Frogtown so much. I wonder if it's all the topless women in that one. After all those, he'd been through too many acting classes that the fun was gone by this point. Oh well, there we go. That was Tough and Deadly. Supreme Warrior is a video game. Cyber Tracker, he's another bad guy. It's 50-50 if he's a bad guy or a good guy in his films. But this one is with the first of two films called Cyber Tracker. This one's Don the Dragon Wilson. This is the future. A Secret Service agent is framed by his own and becomes the target of a seemingly indestructible cyborg executioners. Doesn't do it justice, of course.
No.
But yeah, as in cast, I can't see anything sticking out. But yeah, like all these films would have had amazing practical effects and fights and stunts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I actually prefer Norton as a villain over the.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where the really nice people are the best villains because they
For
get
sure.
let go. Kung Fu TV episode Direct Hit, where he is with William Forsythe. Assigned to eliminate a woman accused of blackmailing a senator, a CIA assassin discovers that his target is merely a pawn in a much bigger game, and he must now protect her at all costs.
Oh,
George Segal's in it.
Seen that plot before.
Yeah. But apart from that, it's another Joseph Mehi film. But Joe Champa and William Forsythe previously worked on Out for Justice together. TV version is cut for violence, as they always were. So I think he's in a film called Rage from '93. I think, is it the same Rage? No, it's a different Rage. So what we saw earlier, of course it was.
Probably like 6 Rages in this.
Yes. Jack Dameron, the heir to an Asian trading empire, appears to have the perfect life until he gets framed for murder by a deadly business rival. But yeah, Richard Norton is Jack Dameron, so he's the good guy in this one. And yeah, that's about all I can see that's worth mentioning. No, that's about it. Okay, then we go. So yeah, he did Rage in '93. He also did Rage and Honor 2 in 1993. Not to get confused between the two of them. So this is a Guy Norris. I don't know if that's a relation of the Norris clan. But Chris and Preston team up once again to take on the powerful gangster Bateo. But Bateo has problems with his own, dealing with Dezo, another gangster who is on the steady rise to power. But yeah, gotta love Rothrock and Norton teaming up. But apart from that, I don't. Who directed this? Yeah, Guy Norris. Apart from that, it's just whatever you'd expect from this. The body can be deadly when the body is a lethal weapon. Okay, moving right along. Guy Norris, of course, he's the stunt coordinator, director. He did most of the Mad Max films, starting from like the first one onwards. That's why I recognize him. So yeah, City Hunter, '92. We've got to discuss that. Ironheart, which will come up again with Bolo, but that's an LA cop goes after gang of murderous drug dealers from director Robert Clowes, who did, of course, Enter the Dragon and China O'Brien. But it's
a fun movie.
Yeah. So it's Bolo Young's starring role. It might be his only starring role.
I think it might be.
Yeah, he's Ice in that one. And Richard Norton is
came as part of a double feature I got. I bought some Blu-ray, one of those.
Oh, cool.
Forgot the brand. Was it Vestron? Some Mill Creek. One of those had like a Bolo Young double pack.
He has done more films than I realized when we get to him. Because, of course, that's the obvious ones. Oh, Ironheart was not released on DVD in the United States until the 11th of August 2020.
Yeah, that's the one.
There you go. You have to wait all that time for it. Right, so you got Raiders of the Sun in '92, which I think is the one I'm thinking of. Is it the desert one? No, it's not the other one. I thought it was Rutger Hauer, but I think Richard Norton's only a stunt actor or fight person in that one. He doesn't get acting credit. But he is he Brody in it? Yeah, he's Brody, who is a commando named Brody in a post-apocalyptic future. Just means they can shoot in the desert, basically, doesn't it? must defend the only village that still has gunpowder from a ruthless gang of raiders led by Clay, a traitor who plans to use the deadly powder to conquer the Democratic Alpha League. Sold. But apart from that, no one. It's got 4.1. It's got the same review as Equalizer 2000, so it must be good. They don't take prisoners, they take lives. Okay. Then we get Rage of Honor 1 in 92. Where story about an inner city high school teacher who musters the martial arts to thwart the law of street gangs and their seductive plague of drugs. Just teaches them to be better fighters, doesn't it? On drugs. Brian Thompson's in that. Something like I think that's about it. Yes, wouldn't want to bump into Brian Thompson in a dark alley. Yes, indeed.
Ew.
It's the review. Lovely bloke, though. Again, playing a bad guy is his forte. All right, let's have a look. Let's go. So then we get to Lady Dragon, which is directed by Kickboxers director David Worth, and co-written by him as well. So Cynthia and Norton, I think they had, was it 7 or 8 films together? Yeah. An ex-CIA agent living in Indonesia tracks Ludwig Hauptmann, the arms dealer who killed her husband. Along the way, she meets a young boy and his grandfather who teach her the ways of the Lady Dragon. There is a sequel. Oh, Robert Ginty's in this one, though. I don't think, yeah. Yeah, Richard Norton's the bad guy in this one, isn't he? So, spoilers, he's not in the sequel. The word you're looking for is ludicrous. A little uneven, but ultimately a lot of fun. Heathens. Ludwig's henchmen fire at Cynthia Rothrock with machine guns. However, the guns do not eject any empty casings or show any movement, only continuous muzzle flashes. The only replica props. Oh dear. That's upset someone. And then we get to Lionheart that he's in, as that was the quiz earlier. He is Attila's video opponent. That's probably why I've never noticed him in the background
Very
on the TV and VHS.
I didn't even realize that till
until I saw
later.
this. Yeah. So you see the trivia on the, because he's uncredited for a star, which makes him
yeah.
But yeah. China O'Brien 2. Losing my balls are dropping, I think. But Robert Clowes, yes. China O'Brien 2's got some good fights in it, but I don't think it's overall the story is as good as the first one.
Yeah.
Have you seen it recently?
Not recently.
No. There's a bit where a woman comes into this guy's office. She's posing as a stripper, so she starts stripping. And then once she's done stripping, she just shoots him. You think you can just walk in? You could just walk in there and shoot him. You didn't need to do the stripping. He was distracted enough.
Well, that's one of the joys of the gratuitous nudity that many of these movies delivered. They'll shoehorn it in there, even if it makes some of the realism go away.
But yeah, it's got Keith Cook, of course, Richard Norton, Cynthia Rothrock teaming up together. I think Keith said he'd damaged his hand before he filmed the first one, so then that's why they give him that fake hand bandaged up, and that's part of the story. So they kept him in there. She's back and deadlier than ever. But yes, there's someone else will be turning up later in that film as well. And I've still got the Sword of Bushido. Richard Norton plays a Bushido-trained ex-Navy SEAL named Connors. He was in Nam, in brackets, who ends up in the Far East after investigating the whereabouts of an ancient Japanese ceremonial sword. Connors is left wondering whether the trip was such a good idea when Japanese gangsters start hassling him and his team of guerrilla fighters.
A lot going on there.
Yeah. I remember the poster, but not much else, as you'll see when it comes up in any second. But yeah, Richard Norton is the star. Rochelle Ashina, she's been in, isn't she? Let's double check this. Yes, she's Mai Lee in Kickboxer. And there's one thing we know about Mai Lee is, I'll leave that to the chat. So that was sort of Bushido. I don't think anyone else is in it. Most 99. It's only about 3 people in the cast list that got pictures. So it's one of those filmed in the Philippines ones. Came out June 7th, 1990 in West Germany. And then we've got one more. Yes, China O'Brien, as it's on screen there, with not Cynthia Rothrock in the poster. So it's directed by Robert Clouse. So pretty much everything's the same as China O'Brien 2, apart from, the 3 main cast and directors and writers. She is the ultimate weapon. Yeah, so there's a scene where she rides a car down the street to promote her character's run for sheriff. And it was filmed during an actual parade in Utah. So the spectators, organizers, and press were not alerted to this, and the local radio station reported her fictional run for the sheriff as facts. Right, so that's
rogue filmmaking. You gotta love it.
Yes, that's how we do it. If it worked for the making of Terminator, just film it on the streets, and then run away. So now we get to the only lady in this group, the Lady Dragon herself, in denim, of course, but short shorts. Right, strap in for this one. We'll rush through this one because not all of them are films of the action nature. Right, so Tiger Claws 3. She, as far as I remember for that one, she's barely in it.
I vaguely remember that one. It's not one of her standout movies for me.
No. It's there's 3 of them, but yeah, I think and then I think it's completely, they start off as basic fighting films and then end up in this like supernatural weird thing where she gets trapped or killed, I can't remember, in some alternate universe or something. But yes, as it says, when a martial artist called Stryker resurrects 3 ancient Chinese master assassins so he can take over NYC's underworld, it's up to martial artist cop Tariq Richards to stop him, but he will need the aid of Stryker's former master. So this is, is it Jalal Mari, who's the star? He's in all 3. So Lauren Avedon's in this, so he'll appear later. That's about it. Genuine, rare, high-precision fighting art. There you go. And then someone else gave it 1 star and said, this cost me $3.50. So they're not getting their money back on that one. Yes, as of June 2018, this is the final entry in the Tiger Claws franchise. So if you're fans of the franchise, I'm afraid although it did come out in 2000 in the Philippines. It says a 99 film. Right. The Hostage, I don't think it's a martial arts action film. It says it's an action film, but she is way down the list of people in it. So I think it's just one of those. Did you see, what was the Van Damme recent one where she was in it? Did you see that one? She was in one of the recent Van Damme films, but she plays a nurse in his hospital, and then it was obviously filmed so they were never in the same room together. So it was like from different angles, from a different building.
That one, no.
It's like, oh, Cynthia Rothrock and Van Damme in a film together. She's in it for like 60 seconds at the most as a nurse.
That happened recently. I was watching I think it was a Bruce Willis, John Travolta movie, and they were trying to film this scene where they're supposed to be sitting in the same room, and it's like they clearly are not even in the same spot right now. Lighting was off, the backdrop was off.
Yeah, it's just the same here. You can tell it's not even the same room. She's in Night Vision, where a homicide investigator goes after a media-obsessed serial killer who videotapes his victim's death. She teams up with Fred Williamson and Robert Forster in that one. I think I've seen that, but I can't remember much about it. I think it's probably more of a standard police thriller than any actual martial arts action. Where are we? Deep cover. Not the deep cover with Jeff Goldblum in. This one's a bit later. FBI agent and martial arts expert become the main target of a gangster after she kills one of his closest employees. Wow. So it's got Patrick Wayne in it. Alex Hyde White's in it. Biggles fame, of course. It does even reference deep cover in the recommended other films. Oh, that's about it. It's also known as Checkmate, in case you wanted to find it in a different country. But yeah, it doesn't. She was in the Dukes of Hazzard reunion TV movie, so I'm not including that. American Tigers, where she played Cynthia Rothrock. Have you seen American Tigers?
I have not.
It's got was it Sam Jones in it? As in another one directed by David Worth. Sam Jones, yeah. Donald Gibbs in it. Joe Esterhaz. And that's about it. But yeah, she plays us. I don't know if it's herself because she comes into this group of mercenaries. They're like a dirty dozen, and then she comes in at halfway point just before they go on their mission to give them a test at fighting. Of course, she beats them. But she's playing herself. I don't know if she's playing herself or she just couldn't be bothered to name her anything else other than Cynthia. I know they call her Cynthia. I don't know. They call her Cynthia.
She's nameless.
Yeah. But let's have a look. So Sworn to Justice. I have seen that. That's from 96. She's with No Retreat, No Surrenders. Kurt McKinney in that one. I think this is the one where she has a topless scene and sex scene with Kurt McKinney. But I think so. Yeah, after attackers kill her sister and nephew, a female psychologist becomes a defense witness by day and an avenger by night. So yeah, she's in this. Brad Dourif's in it. Don't think he's relevant to the story though. Yeah, there you go. Sworn to Justice for the steamy scenes. Yes, Mako's in it. Walter Koenig, who's Chekhov from Star Trek, is in it. But yeah, she's I think she is psychic. She gets psychic abilities. That's how she tracks the killers of her family out.
Martial arts psychic.
Yeah. Let's see, TV, Tiger Claws 2, which I think is a bit more grounded. This is one with Bolo Young in it. The Tiger Claw Killers is broken out of jail. Oh yeah, so it's the sequel where he's escaped now. Who acquires a large shipment of weapons and schemes to open a portal to the past into an ancient martial arts temple. Sold, I think. But yeah, I haven't seen it. But I
martial arts time traveler.
Another one with Jal Marian, Bolo Young as Chong. Hang on, isn't he in Chong and something else? But that's about it. It's a weird sequel, that it is. If you've seen the first Tiger Claws, which I think is just a cop thriller with martial arts, and then they just get weirder as they go on. She's in An Eye for an Eye in 1996 with what is it? What's her name? Sally Field, yes, and Keith Sutherland, Ed Harris. So she's just.
I don't remember her in that.
I haven't seen it since it came out, but yeah.
It's been a while, yeah.
She's
probably noticed her if I watched it.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Joe Montana, Beverly D'Angelo, Philip Baker Hall, Keith David, but I don't think she's even in the main cast list now. So I'll skip that. Fatal Passion, 95. An artist with an unusual art style literally uses all the men she likes for her artworks. Bodies begin to pile up in an abandoned alleyways, and the case is handed out to homicide detectives to bring in the artistic serial killer. But it's another one where she's not high up in the list. Yeah, she's low down the list in that one. So I don't know. Lawrence Tierney's in it from was it Reservoir Dogs? But yeah, I don't think that's a martial arts action film. Where Guardian Angel might be. So 94's Guardian Angel. A wealthy playboy has an attractive woman detective turned bodyguard to protect him from a psychotic seductress, the same woman who killed the detective's lover just months before. There you go. sounds charming. So Marshall Teague is in it from Roadhouse. Terrible by the numbers directed video. How dare they? We never had it so good back then. We just didn't realize it. Released theatrically in Japan, you see. Well, that's what it wrote. That's all it says about that one. Have you seen the Fast Getaway films?
I have.
Because they're
been
not
a long
really...
time, but yeah. Corey Haim was huge, so growing up was like anything he was in, I'll watch it.
Yeah. So it's odd for a sequel for that film of all films, but
yeah, it's kind of strange that they did a part 2 of that.
Because she was the bad guy in the first one, was it?
Yeah.
But yeah, a former robber whose partner was his father has reformed and is now running an insurance business with his girlfriend. The ex-partner frames him for a burglary. When his father gets out of prison, they go after the ex-partner. It gets very complicated, this. But yeah, the second one isn't as good as the first one, like a lot of things.
No.
But apart from
Double
Corey Haim,
feature.
Leo Rossi's in it. That's about it. There's not much information about that one. Right, so Lady Dragon 2, where she's Susan, the Golden Angel Morgan. It's another one from David Worth. A woman seeks revenge on the men who grape-sodaed her and murdered her husband. But yeah, Billy Drago, Samuel Jones is in that one as well. David Worth is in it as the ring announcer. But I don't think I've seen it. I don't think I could find a copy of it anywhere over here.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen something.
Because I've seen, I think
most
I only
of these
found
were
the
like
first one.
cable watches.
Yeah. Because if it's straight to video, straight to TV or something.
Yeah. Some of these you could even find at the video store.
Yeah, they're not re-releasing them anytime soon. So TV movie Irresistible Force. I don't know if that's she's a disgruntled retiring cop and his new butt-kicking female partner must take on the well-armed terrorist group that holds up a supermarket. Sold. TV movie from 1993, so an hour and 20 minutes. And it's got Stacey Keach in it.
He's always fun, though, especially when he plays that grumpy. It's almost like it's a Lethal Weapon movie, but she's Martin Riggs and Stacey Keach is Danny Glover.
Yeah. Then she did, was it Undefeatable? Somehow that, I still don't know why that's got a 4K, but a Godfrey Ho movie where she's avenging her sister's death at the hands of a crazed martial arts grape sodarist. It's a wacky film, to be sure. But yeah, no one of consequences in that one. Rage Honor 2, we discussed. Now, Angel the Kickboxer from 93. Sounds a lot of fun. There's barely anything about it on this page. It's another Godfrey Ho film. The movie's slim plot has a group of cops looking into a series of murders and corrupt bankers. I think it's like an Asian film made over there. Tiger Claws 1 is Bolo Young as the bad guy. A mysterious martial artist is going around and killing martial arts masters with his unique style. Tiger Claw. 2 police detectives who are... I don't know how many police detectives now are martial arts experts. Not many, I'm sure. And use unorthodox methods to track down the serial killer. But yeah. So it's going to appear again with Bolan, I think. Bolo, sorry. But I seem to remember that one pretty good. But Rage and Honor, we already did. Oh, sorry. She did Rage and Honor in 92. She did Honor and Glory in 92 as well. Honor spelled wrong, of course. So, yeah, it's another Asian one by Godfrey Ho. Let's see. Yeah, there's no one. Robert Shue is in it. The show from, I think he's in Mortal Kombat, isn't he? No, she's an FBI agent, Tracy Pride. But Then we get to Lady Dragon 1. We discussed that, did we? Yeah. I had Richard Norton as the bad guy. And Martial Law 2. Yeah. It's like the football scores, this. A martial arts expert cop teams up with another to take down a criminal organization after one of the fellow detectives suspiciously dies in a car accident. Yeah. So that one had Jeff Wincott in it, so we discussed that already. Fast Getaway 1, which is, a light-hearted tale about a gang of bank robbers who fall out and split up. The brains of the gang is a boy who, with his father, successfully continued their crime spree. Annoyed at this, Lily and her loyal and stupid companion decide to kidnap the boy, Nelson, and force him to work for them. Pretty much sums it up. There's she has a couple of fights, I think, but nothing that you could say would a fight film or martial arts as such. Then we get No Witnesses, which doesn't even have a proper page, so I'm going to ignore that one. She made a lot of films. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 films in 1990. So, Triple Cross. A security specialist is hired to deliver a valuable computer. She is joined by her former lover, who plans of his own for the computer, who has plans of his own. I don't think I know that one. It's another one where she's the only one with a picture on IMDb. But it could be pretty good. Oh, Cynthia became sick with food poisoning on that one. Yeah, because she was
Fire the caterer.
yeah, having been warned against unsanitary food while in Indonesia. She was careful about what she ate, but acquired a parasite that she swallowed dirty water while shooting the torture scene. There you go. That'll do it. Because
yes, it will.
That's the same water from was it No Retreat, No Surrender? That green river she gets thrown in, or green yellow river. Was it Martial Law with Chad McQueen? I think. Did we talk about the first one or only the second one? Oh yeah, David Carradine's the bad guy, so we didn't talk about this one. But two cops and a martial. Yeah, I keep reading the same thing like I've read it before. Two cops who are martial arts experts team up to stop a criminal organization headed by a ruthless boss who is also a martial arts expert. Whew. I think we're nearly done. We've done China Brown 1 and 2. There's Prince of the Sun in 1990. I think I've seen that one. I think it's one of those, weird Asian ones. Cynthia Rothrock helps protect a Buddhist boy from villains who wish to stop him from becoming the Prince of the Sun. So it's another Asian action film. So it's got great action. It's just the comedy takes up most of the time. But that part, there we go. I think that'll do. That's Cynthia's. Who's up next?
Jeff Speakman.
Is it the man that would have been in Speed?
Shocked he didn't take off.
He is cool. He's got the looks. He's got the moves. And does have a personality. So, yeah. Let's have a look. Oh, sorry. Took you off by mistake.
I'm back.
I got rid of him. Jeff the Speakman. Another one in jeans and oiled up. Right. So yeah, he stopped. He stopped acting in the early 2000s, and he's just doing his. Was it Kempo? Is that the one he does?
I think so. Kempo, yeah.
So he just concentrates on that now. So he was in Running Red in 1999, which is more of a thriller by the look of it. Upset over his brother's murder, Soviet Special Agent Gregory Wallace leaves Russia to start a new life in the United States. Now happily married to a beautiful woman and father of a little girl, Gregory soon realizes that he can't outrun his past. So it does have
never can.
Angie. Yes. Angie Everhart's in it. She might be in a few other films in this tonight, but
guessing there's a couple love scenes in it.
There you go. But yes, That's that. Then it was in the TV show VIP with
Pamela Anderson, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've only seen a few episodes. I don't think there were any shower scenes in that one. Then he's in Memorial Day by Worth Keeter, who what did he do? Unmasking the Idol we saw the other day. And then an embittered satellite expert gets the opportunity for revenge against the USA by aiding terrorists to plan to destroy the country's military base. So, perfect sense, obviously. But he's quite low down the list on this one, Jeff. Yeah. So I don't know if he's even in it that much. So let's carry on. Land of the Free. He's in a lot of Memorial Day and Land of the Free in the same year. So a political candidate uses office to shield his criminal activity while his campaign manager fights for the truth. So it does have William Shatner in it. So it's got that going for it. Well, apart from that, I don't think it's much of more of a political thriller than actual martial arts one. Scorpion 1 on there, Scorpio 1, I should say. It has him going up against Robert Carradine from the Revenge of the Nerds, I think, if I'm not mistaken. A disaster on the space station Scorpio 1 leaves all crew members dead. The CIA sends one of its crack agents, Jared Stone, into space with a team of 5 elite rangers to investigate. It's another Worth Keeter one. But yeah, it does sound interesting. But apart from those two, I don't think there's anyone of note. Nope. The Absolute Pits is one review, so let's carry on with that one then. Escape from Atlantis is a TV movie, but I think it's like it says, it's a TV movie for kids. So yeah, Tim Thomason's in it. It's about the best you get with that one. Plato's Run. So in the later 90s, he seemed to do less action films. Hired to rescue escaped inmates, a Florida man is framed for a Cuban gangster's assassination. So it's got Roy Schneider, Gary Busey, Stephen Bauer from Scarface, and then Jeff Speakman.
Solid cast. Probably on the run.
Yes, for real, most of them, especially Busey. Yeah, ex-Navy SEAL. It's always excellent. Released in the United States cinemas in July 14th, 1998, so they must have had faith in that one. Time Lock in 96. Oh, it's in the 23rd century. The world's most dangerous criminal has taken over a maximum security prison on asteroid Alpha 4. Caught in the middle are petty thief and prison transport pilot. It's got Miriam DeBow of the Living Daylights. And, she's a Teagues, so she's quite high up. Jess Speakman, a few characters down. And then Martin Cove's in it. I never know. Is Martin Cove actually a martial artist, or is he just posing for Karate Kid?
I don't know. It's kind of like you play one for so long, everybody kind of assumes you are, but never really seen him do anything other than, I mean, he could talk a game.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen him really put up any kicks or anything.
No, that's what I'm trying. I just thought that he appears in a lot of these 90s action films, but then he doesn't actually do any of the action as well.
Yeah.
So then we get 95's Deadly Outbreak, which came out around the same time as the other Outbreak, I'm guessing. So it's got Ron Silver in it. Yeah. A terrorist group led by Colonel Barron has taken over the Israeli biochemical weapon laboratory. Colonel Barron wants to get his hands on the new secret weapon developed by Dr. Ali Levin. Dutton Hatfield from the U.S. Embassy must help Dr. Levin keep her invention away from the bad guys. Directed by Rick Avery. I think I might watch this one. But yeah, there you go. I think it's one of those filmed inside for most of it. There you go. The Expert, I think, is his last one I know of. That's the one I remember from the video shop.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
That was his last proper martial arts.
Kind of like the last of his big three.
Yeah. It's like Probably had their contract, didn't he? After his sister's murdered by a killer who avoids execution, Johnny, an ex-special forces trainer, infiltrates the mental facility where the murderer now gives talks and mingles with inmates, seeking personal vengeance. But yeah, directed by Rick Avery and William Lustig. Now, didn't he do main? Yeah, so it's Larry Cohen wrote this one, so it's William Lustig that did Maniac Cop and it's acting. No, typical doesn't sell. He directed, Maniac Cop 1, 2, 3, Relentless, and the original Maniac horror film. There you go. Rowan says, Cove has a couple of black belts. I kid you not.
Right.
Nice. Thank you. So, The Expert. Who's in The Expert? James Brolin's in The Expert. Jim Varney of Ernest fame.
Oh, that's right. He is in that. He plays one of those, if I remember correctly, he plays one of those prison characters that kind of helps him along, kind of like Death Warrant with Van Damme. He's got his guy on the inside that kind of befriends him. I remember Brolin's the one who leads the facility. It's a fun movie.
It does. All of this sounds familiar, but I can't think of one thing about it, especially when I saw Varney. That triggered something in my head. But when revenge isn't enough. But then we get to Street Night, which I think was his big push.
Yeah, I'd say Perfect Weapon, Street Night, and The Expert were like that.
Yeah, those are the three I remember.
Three to kind of try to make him a star.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't happen.
Hard to say. I mean, I heard he was kind of difficult to work with, but it's like, I mean, you trying to tell me Seagal wasn't when he first started? I mean, has that guy ever not been difficult to work with? So, I mean, apples to apples, their movies kind of felt on the same level. It's just something about him. I mean, no, he just didn't take off.
I guess it's 93, so action films in the big cinemas were on their way out, I guess, because Last Action Hero had flopped by then, and people were changing. PC
92, 93 was like that last kind of year where you would get these B movies in the theater, and then they started kind of tapering off. You know, it's like the later in the 90s, you started getting more of those like mid movies based on books and with, a little bit more star power. Middle of the range budget, not too big, not too small, and they kind of pushed all these back out to the, home video cable circuit.
Yeah, it's a shame when you see some of these. They're all lovely blokes, most of them. Former cop returns to challenge a plot to escalate to gang violence in the streets of Los Angeles. But it's got no one I can see at the moment. The last film to be produced by Canon Films. The company went bankrupt shortly afterwards. Yes, I think, was it 89? Cyborg was the last theatrically one. But I don't know if this is the different Canon Films. But The Perfect Weapon. Perfect Weapon's got a 6.0 review on IMDb, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's got good action in it. I mean,
yes,
the story was comparable to everything else at the time, and he had the skill set to get the job done.
Yeah, because he, an expert in Kempo karate, avenges his Korean town friend slain by a mobster in Los Angeles. Mark DeSalle directing, who did didn't direct Kickboxer, but he did direct Bloodsport, and mostly a producer. Does have Mako in it again, as he's back. James Hong's in it, of course. And Carrie's in it. But yeah, this is, what more do you want? I think, who's the Professor Toru Tanaka's in it? That's what I'm trying to go. Has the big fight with at the end. But yeah, it's a very solid film. And then of course he's in Lionheart as Mansion Security Man in 1990. So you got straight from no one, some TV work, straight into his own film in 91. So yeah.
I mean, they tried to replicate the same thing with him that Warner Brothers did with Steven Seagal. It just, they manufactured him into an action star, and it worked. And this one just didn't take.
Yeah, as soon as you get one bomb, as it were, they leave you to dry. Right. Let's see who is next. Oh. Mateus, who's got a book, a second book out because he had Shirtless in Hollywood. I think I put the link in at the top of the chat. Let me just grab that. There. It's too busy looping. Nah, never mind. I'll put it in later. Right. There's too much chat. Thanking everyone for being here, but I can't get to it at the moment. Right, Mateus. There we go. Shirtless as usual. Right. Did we cut? Yes. Have we done Jeff Wincott? Done Jeff Speakman and Jeff Wincott, haven't we? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You'll have to watch again. Yeah. Right. So, Mateus. Another one that's done loads, so we'll crack through because some of them aren't relevant. Like Star Trek 6, we'll skip past that one. He is a Klingon in that one. And let's see. So, a lot of these we'll be covering as copying from later because he is in a lot of films with other people. So, 1999 is Hostile Environment. Toxic waste has contaminated the world's freshwater supply. Has left you the ability to decontaminate the supply and can control the world. Bridget Nielsen's in this one. I don't think she's got any black belts. I could be wrong.
Not that I know.
But apart from that, I think that is it.
She probably had some boyfriends and husbands that had some black belts. Kind of.
I was trying to work out her list of boyfriends the other day. And ran out of fingers. Hollywood boyfriends. So he's in The Company Man, which, so yeah, none of these I know as yet. So this one's got Frank Zargarino in. So Ernest Gray is a bookstore owner who lives peacefully with his daughter. When a crew of mercenaries attacks, his real identity of an ex-CIA agent is blown. Control 5, who betrayed him 10 years ago, is on his trail again. So I think Mateus might be the bad guy in this. Could be wrong. Robert Vaughn's in it. Don Stroud's in it. Mateus Hughes is, what's he play? Dan Gilder. But yeah, apart from that, Frank and Mateus have filmed 3 films together. The Protector, this one, and Fist Fighter 2. Talking of The Protector, which is in 1998 as well. That is a man of mystery with no memory is haunted by a vicious crime lord and a band of lethal assassins from the secret government agency. It writes itself, this film. A protector, from an unlikely source joins the man in a battle to save the economic world and recapture both the past and his kidnapped son. Oof. But yeah, Frank and Mateus in that one, leading the cast. A wonderful action movie with a twisted plot. It's a 10 out of 10 and awful with a 1 out of 10. So take your pick from that one if you're going to watch it. And this one is Bloodsuckers, where he plays a reporter. So I don't think, teenagers join Vampire Club only to be taught lessons by the boogeyman who poses as an imposter. So we'll skip there. Conan the Adventurer is a TV show. Executive Target, which is a watch party coming up next week, I think. As a stunt driver heading for prison on a minor charge, is freed against his will by a terrorist gang. Then, by kidnapping his wife, he's forced to drive a getaway car in a plot to kidnap the president from a motorcade. So, yes, Michael Madsen's the stunt driver. Roy Scheider's the president. Keith David is the bad guy. Angie Everhart's back again. And Mateus is one of the henchmen, I believe. So, there you go. But not really a martial arts film, that one. Whereas Starcrypt is, again, I've only seen Executive so far. Executive, what's it called? Target. Yeah, it's one of those made-up ones. You seen any of them so far?
No, none of these so far.
Okay. Starcrypt has him in 2323. A space colonists are at war with each other for resources. A scavenger arrives on one of the abandoned planets. There he meets a stranded armed unit. While exploring, they encounter an unstoppable creature. So I really need to see this one. I think Mateus is the only one with a picture in this one. But yeah, not much about that, so it's going to be tricky to find that one. Safety Zone, don't think is a martial arts action film. It's an action sci-fi, but there's not much about this. It does have Lauren Avedon, so he'll be appearing later. The United States government prohibits use of weapons by citizens. Security areas where weapons can only be used for security agencies. However, these organizations are starting to completely control the lives of the residents. But yeah, I think it's only part of that. Alone in the Woods, I think it's a kids' film. Yeah. A 10-year-old discovers he's driving with 2 bumbling kidnappers. So yeah, I think the Tears is down the list on that one. Right, so in 96 we get 2 films with a tiger in the title. Lone Tiger, which is got Richard Lynch and Robert Lazar in it. A wrestler known for his trademark tiger mask is drawn into an underground world where brutal fighters battle to the death. Of course they do. No one suspects them when they go missing, but yeah. Matthias Hughes plays Dark Tiger. I don't recognize any other names from that one. So, Tiger Heart, he's uncredited as Hank, but I don't think... Yeah, it's not a teen martial arts expert, and his martial arts class take a bunch of thugs headed by the devious real estate developer who's forcing the community to sell out their property so he can build them all. You must have seen that one as a child.
That one haven't seen that one either.
It's I think Matthias, it's quite down the list on that one. Okay. Cyber Vengeance in 95, where he played Thor, but not that Thor. So a high-tech entrepreneur allows wealthy sportsmen to hunt inmates in a virtual reality prison. It's got Robert Darby as the I don't know if he's the bad guy, but Matthias Hughes is probably the bad guy as well. I don't know. Yeah, so far I only know of Executive Target. That's because someone else mentioned it to me. Droid Gunner. Now this one has Beastmaster's Mark Singer. It's also known as Cyber Zone. A futuristic bounty hunter is assigned to track down 4 female androids smuggled to Earth for illicit purposes. It may not surprise anyone. This is from director Fred Olen Ray. So, but I don't think there's any nudity in this one. There could be. Oh, Brink Stevens is in it, called Kitten. So, the odds are in that favor then. But yeah, rated R for nudity, a strong sex scene and some violence. So yeah, they put the violence in. So Finding Interest in 95. It's another one that's not ringing any bells, but yeah, he's an action thriller about an unhappy advertising executive who hires a hitman to have himself killed, where Matthias plays the hitman. Could be good. Could be. Yeah, it's got good reviews. So, but I don't think it's a martial arts action film. So, not that Droid Gunner was. Digital Man, where he plays Digital Man. Out of control robot is inadvertently set loose in a small community, and a crack squad of soldiers are sent to hunt it down. Gradually, the members of the squad begin to suspect that some of them are robots. But yeah, it's got who's in that one? It's got some great action in that one. Adam Baldwin's in it, Paul Gleason's in it, Ed Lauter, Don Swayze. But yeah, I remember Clint Howard's in it. Matthias said there's a giant explosion where he's obviously walking away from us at Digital Man, and then they got a lot closer than they were supposed to. Fists of Iron, where he's Victor the Destroyer Bragg, a skillful fighter who works as a mechanic, goes with his friend to a rich guy's villa where illegal fighting is being organized. It could be easy money, but the friends get killed, and now the mechanic wants revenge on the people involved. So let's have a look. Who's in that? Sam Jones is in that one. Marshall Teague, Matthias Hughes. Standard fight or die situation. Okay. Right, Deathmatch. You know Deathmatch?
I don't.
I remember I got it upstairs on DVD, but I can't remember if I saw it back in the day or not. It's Martin Cove again. A kickboxing champ and a reporter are searching for a missing man, but they turn up a series of illegal kickboxing matches run by an arms dealer. So, yeah. It's about Richard Lynch is in it. Benny, what's his name? Benny the Jet Euclides. I can never pronounce his name, which is one person I forgot to add to this list, but he's more of a background person than he didn't get his own film, I don't think, did he?
That I recall.
No, he didn't come from any others of this list. So, Fist Fighter 2, where he's Rhino Reinhardt, directed by Frank Zargarino, but yeah, it doesn't seem to have much about it. So I don't know if it ever came out. TC 2000, of course, is a lot of people know that one.
Solid movie. Oh yeah.
Yeah, where it's got a lot of people that will be mentioned today. Somewhere in the apocalyptic future, where the rich live underground and the poor are left to fend for themselves on the surface by forming gangs. Corrupt members of the underground security force plot to destroy the surface. But yeah, it's a Terminator rip-off, Cyborg rip-off. It just mashes them all together. That's great fun. Billy Blanks is in it as the star. Bolo Young is in it as the Master Sumai, and then Mateus is Bigelow. And I think, yeah, that's about it. Names. Age of Treason is a TV movie, but it's a history mystery. So, set in the ancient Rome. Bounty Tracker is... Should we play bingo in this, wouldn't we, with all these people crossing over? Lorenzo Lamas, starring in the staff of a tax consultant's office are brutally murdered by a team of professional killers. This is more of an action drama, apparently. Not that you get it from the poster. But yeah, so skip that. Bounty Tracker. Talons of the Eagle. There you go. It's another good one. James Hong being a bad guy. It's the one with the Jalal Mary again. And Billy Blanks teaming up in this one. It's funny how the still shots have a woman walking on a path in a wet white bikini. They know the level they're aiming at for this. A minor martial arts movie. There you go. But they're quite wrong. When fighting crime, killing is a way of life. But see, Deadpunk loved Bounty. Yeah, there's some good ones here. Mission of Justice is back again. So skip that. Black Belt. I haven't covered Black Belt yet, have we? With Don Wilson. Ex-cop protects a singer from a psycho serial killer.
Great movie. Love it.
Yeah, sounds. I haven't seen that, but I don't know if I've been able to get a hold of it. Yeah,
it's a fun one.
Yeah, Mateus plays John Sweet, and Don Wilson is Jack Dillon. But from the cover, it looked fun. Than the trailer I saw earlier. Right, let's see. He was an episode of Tequila and Bonetti. It's about the talking dog, isn't it? He played Eric, the personal trainer, in I Don't Buy Kisses Anymore. Yep. Then he's in Star Trek 6, and he's in Diplomatic Immunity in 91, which is action drama thriller. Cole Hickle, a Marine, pursues his daughter's killer, which he allowed to go back to Paraguay because of diplomatic immunity. But it's Bruce Boxleiter and Billy Drago. It's the main film where Mateus uses lower down. So Meg Foster's in it. Robert Forster's in it. I never realized how many straight-to-video films he did. I guess Jackie Brown was a big kick for his career. Then we get Kickboxer 2, The Road Back. First Kickboxer film on the list.
Oh, yeah. Solid movie. Solid sequel.
Yeah, it's not bad.
We're not having Van Damme.
Yeah, the third brother, though. David brother Kurt defeats Poe in Kickboxer. A year later, Poe kills Kurt. David, who has a kickboxing gym in LA, is manipulated into a match against Poe. So yes, written by Van Damme somehow, Mark DeSalle and David S. Goyer. But it's got directed by Albert Gunn, and it's Sasha Mitchell. But I didn't include on this because I don't think, apart from the Kickbox films, I don't know if he's done many martial arts films.
No. I don't really remember. I mean, he was in that sitcom. He did a sitcom here or a TV show for a while. Yeah.
Peter Boyle's in it. Dennis Chan's back as Zan. Michael Quizzy, Tom Poe is back. Jack John Deal's in it. There's someone in Mateus Hughes is one of the fighters. But yes, the best damn movie ever. Wait a minute. But yes, you do see his character, Van Damme's character, get shot. Because Van Damme turned this down to do Double Impact. Was he correct in doing so?
I mean, it's a great movie. I wonder if he got two double the paycheck for playing two characters.
That's definitely true. Now, Aftershock in 90, an alien visitor during World War III learns English by absorbing a dictionary and meets good and bad Earthlings.
Absorbs the dictionary like that.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work, but it looks fascinating as one of those. So John Saxon's in it, Russ Tamlin's in it, Michael Berryman's in it, Richard Lynch is in it. So yeah, and then Mateus Hughes is down in the credits. So it must be one of the people he fights on Earth. And of course, the first film of the 90s is I Come in Peace, as you would know it, or Dark Angel, as I would know it.
Classic.
Yes.
The alien drug dealer.
Yeah. This is great, isn't it? How they come up with these.
A great time to be a teenager, love an action movie.
Yes, because although this is a 1990 film, I don't think the UK got it until a few years later. I don't think it even went to the cinema in the UK. So it came out September 28th, 90 in the States. United Kingdom got it. Oh, got it 13th of July, 1990. There might have been video that was deleted. So we got it before this. I don't remember it coming out or ever seeing anything about it, but I remember seeing it on a TV show. I think it was #1 in American box office for like 1 week.
Yeah, I mean, it did a lot better on home video than it probably did in the theater.
Yeah, but it is great. And Mateus is working on a sequel.
There so many times in the video store seeing that cover.
Yeah, let's say where's my one? We had we had a bland version.
Okay, yeah, I remember that one.
Right, so that was Mateus's. So, who else was in Dark Angel? That was a martial artist from the 90s actions movie scene. It's, of course, Hardcut Vodka Man himself.
The Swedish Thor.
Now, because this is a lot longer than expected. We haven't done half the people yet. Do you want to call it quits halfway through and then we continue another day?
Yeah, we can do a part 2 later. We can finish one per. I didn't realize we were at 2 hours already.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
That's crazy.
Mike's complaining. How much longer? And it is a school night.
Oh yeah, no worries. We can finish Dolph Lundgren and then we can do a part 2.
Yeah, well, I thought we'll do Brandon Lee because bless him, he's only got a few.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, he's got a shorter run.
Yeah, and then we'll apologize to everyone later. But yes,
there's too many martial arts movies.
There are. This is the problem. There was so many. I thought even just talking a minute about them and wouldn't take long. But I was amazed at how many. There was 24 people on the list, and they all had at least about 10 films between them each. Right. So Thundergun himself here. Right, he's still doing loads of films, so I've got to scroll all the way down to Stormcatcher, which we just saw the picture of, which is directed by Anthony Hickox. I think did some Hellraiser films and stuff. A renegade general plots to bomb Washington using a new top-secret jet called Stormcatcher. The only trouble is one man is capable of flying it. Not the best idea to have one person in the whole world that can fly this plane. I don't think I've seen this one.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one either.
But yes, Major Jack Holloway is the only... Dolph is the only name I recognize in this. Apart from the director. Even the director admits how bad it was in his commentary. Okay. To fight the winds of war, he must enter the eye of the storm. Oh dear. It's filmed in 18 days. I can't.
It's an expedited shoot.
Yeah, it's not, for an action film, that's tricky though, isn't it? I don't think it's a martial arts one either. It probably fights a few people. Bridge of Dragons sounds interesting though. A tough and cold mercenary war child is working for the man who took care of his war training and upbringing, the greedy general. This doesn't sound good. I can't make this sound good. But it does have no one else in it. Okay. It looks like one of these Eastern European made ones that they just got his name on it. I can't see. All right. Dolph Lundgren agreed to film the movie under one condition, that he'd be given time to test for his third-degree black belt in karate beforehand. There you go. Yeah, wanted him in peak condition, so we let him do it. Right. Let's have a look. Sweepers. I think that's going to be...
Doesn't sound familiar either.
No, it's going to be a few. It looks like a humanitarian mine-sweeping operation in Angola uncovers a covert operation that is planting new and deadly mines. And I can see the trailer. People are being blown up by mines. It's got Bruce Payne in it from Passenger 57. Was it 47?
57. Great villain.
Yes. He had done, I think he did Warlock films as well, didn't he?
That's right.
So it's not a martial arts film, but it's... Dolph was personally disappointed with the film and attributed poor quality to director and experience with the action genre. So yeah, let's see. The Minion sounds fun. The 1,500-year-old body of one of the Knights of Templar discovered below New York subway. Soon, a demonic minion and modern Templar Knight are drawn to its secrets. So the battle for nothing less than the fate of the entire world. Sounds great fun. But let's see. It seems to be another European release, possibly French, by those involved. But yeah. Someone's put, you call that archaeology, as one of the review headings. Released theatrically in South Korea, South Africa, Indonesia, and Syria, in case you were wondering. That does sound fun, at least. Blackjack. Now, that was a disappointing one.
I haven't seen that one.
That is John Woo directing I think it's, I don't know if it might be based on a book or something, but yeah, it was supposed to be the kicking off of a TV series with Dolph as Jack Devlin, a U.S. Marshal who protects high-profile clients when it becomes a matter of security. I knew Jeff would chime in. Yep. Considering this was before he did Mission Impossible 2, it does have Fred Williamson in it, but it's probably one of those that's free on YouTube if you want to find it. But it was supposed to be this big kickoff to a franchise. Let's have a look. So I think Peacekeeper I've seen. Don't know if you know that one.
I have seen that one.
Yeah. When a terrorist group steals the U.S. president's personal communications computer for launching the U.S. arsenal in case of war, only heroic Major has the key to prevent the presidential assassination of the nuclear holocaust. But yeah.
Try to do a little too much.
Yes. Roy Schneider's in it as president again. I think it's a different president to what he was earlier. I think that's about it. Yeah, there you go. Peace. Another good one. I thought it was. I think to remember it being good. Then we get Silent Trigger, which is probably the poster I know the most of. later ones.
The fun little sci-fi action movie.
Was it Waxman is a former special forces soldier who's now working as a heavily armed assassin for the top secret government agency. When a covert mission goes terribly wrong, Waxman and fellow assassin Clegg become the agency's prime targets. From Highlander director Russell McKay, and starring British actress Gina Bellman. But apart from that, Dolph is called Shooter in that one.
Yeah, they're in like the same building the whole movie. Remember?
That's what I was trying to think, because I was looking at the trailer.
I'm trying to like spaced out and think it's a bunch of flashbacks and stuff like that, but they're pretty much in that building the whole time and they can't trust each other.
Yeah, that's definitely. I seem to remember it only being in one location, but yeah, because it is. So like, it got released October 12th, 1996 in Japan. It is also known as the Algonquin Goodbye. So yes, Silent Trigger definitely a better title. Then we get Hidden Assassin. All these are merging into one now. A CIA agent is caught up in political intrigue after he gets brought in to solve the murder of a Cuban ambassador. So this one is directed by Ted Kotcheff, who sadly passed away this year, who did Weekend at Bernie's and some film called First Blood. But yeah, I did remember that. Yeah, it's running around Europe, I think, in that one, isn't he? Taking out everyone. Seduction is a deadly weapon. Oh, while filming the fight scene about halfway into the movie, Dolph pulled a hamstring in his leg while delivering a spinning back kick. Due to complications regarding his stunt double, he would have to perform much of the action in a great deal of discomfort.
Oh, no.
I bet. Yeah, see, it's got. Oh, it has the late John Ashton. I didn't see him in the list. Let me check. Maybe he didn't have a picture. Oh, there he is. It's not a very. It's a very close-up picture. That's why I didn't recognize him. Then we get Johnny Mnemonic. That's a film, at least.
Oh yeah, a street preacher. He's like the one guy in that movie that's like, I know exactly what you guys want from me. I'm going to deliver it.
Right. It's
he got the memo.
He does. That's the only thing I remember about this film. Yeah, but it's not an action film at all. You know, it tries to pretend it on the poster and the trailer trying to make it up, but it's not. Men of War, on the other hand, a former special ops soldier leads a group of mercenaries to an island in the South China Sea. Their mission is to obtain the rights to the unusual treasure that the island beholds. Somehow it's written by John Sayles. Charlotte Lewis from Golden Child's in it. And B.D. Wong from Jurassic Park. Tiny Zeus Lister is also in it. Catherine Bell's in it. Kevin Teague, the bar owner from Roadhouse, is in it. But that somebody's like, these names don't help me when I try to remember if I've seen these films or not. But that, what was that? So Sunny Side Up was a weird one. He plays himself, but it's still an acting part. But I don't think, it's just a comedy romance, and he is playing himself. So I guess the characters meeting at some point. But it's Lily is training in Hollywood to be an actress. She falls in love with a widow cleaner of her hotel. But so it doesn't really count as anything. But Pentathlon, where he's Eric Brugar, was her name and a half. Here's a weird one. An Olympic gold medalist escapes to freedom in the US only to be tracked down by his sadistic ex-coach.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies that looks like it's a biopic, and then you're like, wait a second.
Yes. It's a biopic because he's going, yay, I won on the poster, and then he's got a gun in the background.
Like, hey, you look closer, you're like, okay, this is something else.
But yeah, he's, like I said, fantastic. He rides horses, he swims, and everything runs in this one. But David Soul, I think he's the bad guy. Yeah, Heinrich Müller. He's the bad Yeah, I can't say. It says, what's it say? Is it? Yeah, action drama thriller. But I don't think he's a martial artist in that one, is he? He's in Body Count. Body Count's in the House music video. Which I think it's free to use the music on that. Universal Soldier, where he's GR13, of course. Which, yeah, he had a good year, 91, 92. But yeah, what do we say about Universal Soldiers? Yay or nay?
Oh, definitely yay. Great villain. Perfect villain for that movie.
Good.
He's
all. I'm glad you're. Yeah, I'm glad you're an expert. But how did they bring him back in the recent ones they did? He was just pieces.
Did they do that?
It doesn't even mention. I don't think.
Yeah, they don't mention it.
Just say, "Oh, he's back," and he's.
Yeah, there's some of those newer ones. Like I like the one with Scott Adkins. That was actually a pretty good one. The one where they had that big fight inside the sporting goods store.
Like Apocalypse Now style thing.
Yeah, then there's that weird one where Van Damme's got like the half painted face, which was kind of a trip. Yeah.
Yeah, how it went from because that doesn't even explain what they are. They're just regenerated tissue, but then they're controllable. Are they cyborgs? Are they?
Yeah.
But yeah, Roland Emmerich. Before he did disaster movies. I think, yes, Eric Norris is in it, Simon Rhee, Ralph Moeller. I think Tiny Lister's in this one as well. Michael J. White is in this one, in a small part, but we'll get to him next time now. So Cover Up. Oh, sorry, I missed that Joshua Tree, which is directed by
Army of One.
British stunt led. Yeah, Army of One, as others know it. Directed by Vic Armstrong. It's got George Segal in it. Segal. Jeffrey Lewis. And it's pretty solid because it is directed by a stuntman or a stunt coordinator.
Good action.
A framed prison escapee unknowingly kidnaps a female cop en route to a rendezvous with a corrupt cop who put him behind bars. Yeah. The experts have spoken. One of the best. Yeah. There you go. It's a different timeline in the Soldierverse. That's how we explain it. That makes perfect sense.
Works for me.
I'll take that, but yeah. Willpower, horsepower, firepower, 180 miles per hour is the tagline for that one. So yes, a Ferrari F40 and a Lamborghini Countach are in the film are unfortunately kit cars because they obviously didn't trust them driving recklessly in the desert with them. It came out in Japan in March of 93. I think say the best two for last of this one. Showdown in Little Tokyo. The best 73 minutes you can get of a film.
The Schindler's List of B action movies for sure. The Citizen Kane of B action movies.
It is. It's crazy how that film, Mark Lester, who did was it Commando? Was it Commando, Class of '84, Firestarter, and Showdown in Little Tokyo? But I don't think we could do this film any justice talking about it. It does have Brandon Lee and Dolph Lundgren teaming up in the good old buddy cop thrillers just before they stopped doing them. Tia Carrera's in it, but unfortunately, it's a body double in the hot tub scene.
Gotta put in the work. I mean, come on.
Exactly. Yeah. Showdown definitely my favorite of Dolph, except for Rocky IV. It's got Simon Rhee, a lot of action men, stuntmen, actors. Philip Tan. He wants to go and eat sushi off some naked women's later on, so we'll see. But yeah, there you go. If anyone's going to watch any Dolph film, it should be what he showed out in Little Tokyo. It's got a 6.1 on IMDb, which I'm very surprised at.
Solid movie.
So in between Dark Angel and Showdown, he did Cover Up, which is it's more action,
like
adventure,
a political
drama,
thriller action movie.
Yeah, exactly. does have Lewis Clutch Jr. in it, but an ex-Marine turned journalist battles time against time to save lives, incurring a terrorist plot. But yeah, it's not action heavy at all. Who's directed it? Manny Koto. But yeah, definitely don't go in expecting Showdown in Little Tokyo action levels in that one. And finally for Dolph, Dark Angel again. He's back again.
Oh,
but yes, by Craig R. Baxley, who did what others? I can never remember. He did a lot of stunts before. He was director of Action Jackson, Stone Cold, and second unit stunts on Predator. So he's got the chops. Definitely, yeah. Stone Cold. The boss didn't do anything worth mentioning in this list. Apart from Stone Cold. So yeah, that was Dolph. And we go on to the last one for this evening, because who knew there were so many 90s action movies?
Give me 2 seconds. There's someone banging on my door real quick.
Oh,
hold on.
Let them in. I'll speak to the chat for a bit. Hello, chat. Sorry, I haven't been able to get you because it's taken 2.25 hours just to get this far. Yeah, very disappointed with that one. Ooh. Oh, I think that's cover up. Yeah, don't care for much. Yeah. Yeah, I'm quite happy. I'll see. Never see 95% of these films. I think I'll be happy when I get to see 50% of them. Oh, now Lauren Avedon mentioned this. So I did tag all the most of the people in this. And Lauren Avedon has agreed to an interview, just nailing him down. Yeah, but it might be Dolph. Hang on, can we hear anything? Who can do the Swedish accent? She said, buy my hard cut vodka. Ramon's gone. Yeah. Joshua Tree poster makes it look like a serious drama. That it does. And then of all the films, it didn't work. How many have we got left to do? So next time, on the next show, it's Lauren Avedon, Billy Blanks, Keith Vitale, Daniel Bernhardt, Don the Dragon Wilson, Chuck Norris, Bolo Young, Michael J. White, Lauren. I might skip Lauren Zalamis. Thomas Ian Griffith, and Mark Dacascos, David Bradley, Oliver Gruner, Frank Zargiano, Michael Dudikoff. So yeah, on the next show. Yeah, it's Dolph.
Many names left.
Yes, more. I think I might skip Lorenzo Lamas next time. Just cut down the list because he does have.
Yeah, Lorenzo Lamas was one of those guys. Whenever I saw the cover on the poster or anything sitting on the shelf, I just never grabbed it. No, he was in that show he was in where he was like a biker or something.
Yeah, Renegade was it? I think someone
Renegade. That's it.
Yeah. Lauren Avedon's just like that link I post I put on Instagram. So. Right, so luckily we've talked about one of these already, but Brandon Lee, bless him, he had such a future in non-B movies. But yeah, obviously The Crow, his final film, Showdown in Little Tokyo, and Rapid Fire, which I do love Rapid Fire.
Yeah, I think the action's so underrated in Rapid Fire.
Yeah,
very good action. He would have gave Van Damme. They would have had a great little rivalry throughout the 90s.
Yes, because I definitely think Brandon would have been in The Matrix as a first call. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he didn't have much of a film career to start off with, but he had the personality and the smooth moves.
Absolutely.
To go far.
His comedic relief in Showdown in Little Tokyo was...
Yeah, because he's obviously the Asian guy, but he knows nothing about Asian.
Yeah.
Culturalisms or anything. And Dolph is obviously Swedish. Knows everything.
Swedish samurai.
Yeah, but so yes, Rapid Fire, where he's Jake Lowe. Directed by Dwight H. Little, who did Halloween 4 and Marked for Death. But yeah, when you got Powers Booth in it as well, you can't go wrong. and Basil Wallace in another film. Al Leong and I think it has a fight with Al Leong and Gerald Lockamara in that one. But apart from Crow, which doesn't really count. Does he do any martial arts, or is he just fighting?
Yeah, I don't know.
A few kicks.
Not really martial arts. Maybe a couple kicks here and there. Great movie though.
And then they get whatever came out. Like, was it this year? The remake?
Yeah, either the very early this year or late last year. It's not that good. Did you see it?
No.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
No, I know it had a big action set piece at the end, but
yeah, but it's like it's all digital blood and like it's over choreographed, so you can kind of see the moves before they're even done. And just tries way too hard to be like ultra violent with the excess digital blood. It just doesn't work. He wasn't really the right guy for it either.
No, it's just, and then it's supposed to be this. The first one, you believe he loves the girl that died, and you barely see anything about them together. You see like a photo, a quick flashback, and you believe that more than the week he spends with rehab with the girl in the remake.
Yeah, and they get a lot more screen time in this movie, and it's less impactful.
But yeah, so as Jeff says, Showdown in Little Tokyo, give it a watch. It'll make sense then. Yeah. So that Dolph is a big penis. Yeah, it's 70 minutes, which is crazy to think. They must have shot more action for that.
Yeah, I would love to see the extended cut someday.
Yeah, it did get a cinema release in the United States. It had a $10 million budget, and it made $14 million worldwide, and it's made a ton since on VHS and DVD rentals. So I think I saw it rentaled back in the day. Let's have a look.
Yeah, definitely.
Rapid Fire and Crow I saw at the cinema.
Yeah.
I might have seen this one. It was November 92. I remember maybe I just rented it. Oh, that's Rapid Fire. Gone off the page. Yeah, Rapid Fire I definitely saw in the cinema. And some more in the next show, but let's see if it came out. Yeah, so Rapid Fire, the $10 million budget. This came out, Showdown came out in the Philippines on August 91. Had an $8 million budget and made $2 million and a bit worldwide. So it had a London premiere on April 10th, 92, but then it had a video premiere on June 8th, 1992. So yeah, went straight to video over here. Right. Well, it's taken 2.5 hours to get this far. Thanks for your patience, Tony.
Oh yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me.
But yeah, my arm's aching from scrolling. I haven't got the muscles of these guys.
yeah, you have to relax the scrolling thing.
So yes, we'll arrange another part 2 or
definitely
do if you are up for it.
Absolutely. Got to get the rest of the way through this list.
Yeah,
still some good names on here.
There are some. Yeah, we got some good action. Like I said, we'll take Lorenzo Lamas off this one to shorten it. Because even though he has made a few films, they're not really that much.
Definitely some quality names.
Yeah, and then we'll let people know. So, what have you got coming out? You've just released your top 10 of the 90s.
Yeah, I finished my top 100 of the 90s series with the top 10. After that, what else is coming up? Working on the tournament video style of the best action stars from the 80s. So I kind of put everything out in the polls. Everybody gets to vote. Once all the votes are tallied up, we'll do some videos breaking down the first rounds of matches, and then we'll kind of count it down. Figured I'd try something new with that. So it's been interesting. It's a lot more behind the scenes work than I thought, just getting all the overlays and all the graphics together. But I think that's going to be fun. And then I'm working on one kind of like a Friday night rentals series where it's like 80s and 90s movies, not really the big blockbusters, not really obscure, forgotten movies, just kind of those ones that you're like, Oh yeah, I remember that movie. So that's kind of what I got coming on tap.
Yeah, you're gonna be tapping into my 18-year-old brain back in the day. Went, oh yeah, don't think they get to see it in the cinema, but you get to see it on rental.
Yeah. Stuff that lined the video store shelves that you took a long time to rent, or you maybe watched half of it and never got back to it. That's kind of what the theme of that series is.
Cool. What am I doing? Oh, I'm the day off tomorrow, so I'm alright. I'm not doing anything. But it's Hooters on a Tuesday night. Hooters Desert, whatever. The Desert Showdown or something it's called. I can't remember what I'm doing now. Where is it? I gotta find my Hooters videos. If I can spell Hooters. Yeah, Hooters Desert Showdown review from 2002. So if you like ladies from the early 2000s in bikinis running around, then there we go. It's 50 minutes of fun. All right. So thanks to Tony for struggling through this.
Oh, no. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
No, I love your stuff. So
it's always great to talk with like-minded movie fans that grew up loving the same movies that I grew up watching.
Yeah, well, exactly. And then most of these we haven't even seen yet.
Yeah.
But there won't be any 4Ks of most of these coming out soon. So
no, you can be fine. Luckily, these are all movies that you can find pretty much probably free on YouTube, Tubi, Pluto, Epix, any of the free streamers. They're not even on the paid streamers.
Yes, they probably don't even have copyright issues with half of these.
Yeah,
no one knows they exist. But all right, we'll take care, and I'll say good night, and till next time. Tony's back. Hang on, I'll take that off.
Yeah, we'll schedule something real soon.